guys, it's the Loud Guys. Today we are going to watch The Ocean is Way Deeper Than You Think. So according to you, how deep is the ocean?
I know the ocean is a whole new universe, I can say, because I've seen a lot about oceans in TV, like on Discovery Channel and all these things. That it possesses a lot of things, not only just animals but also the plants, and so many things are there, and a lot of different and unique type of animals are there, like water animals. So yes, I really watch with so a lot of interest all these things, and I really wish to go sometime in ocean one time, like,
Deep in deep
deep
ocean.
in the ocean.
Oh no, so I have seen like many people dive into it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
And also the thing is like there is like a limit to what we can dive. So
Of
I think so.
course.
If how deep, if you think so, I think so there would be about a 2 or 3 story building can come under it water. Yeah.
Of course. No,
Yeah.
but like I guess even deeper than that.
Oh, so that will be very interesting to see how deep is the ocean and what kind of creatures are living inside. I read a fact recently, like we have not even discovered about 90% of the creatures living below the water. So underwater. So that is how deep it is.
I've heard about a water animal that is, I guess, blind, and even that is a blind animal, and it just not even eat for year or two, and it just keeps on sleeping under the ocean. I don't
Wow.
know what kind of animal is that. I don't remember the name, but yes, I've heard about that, and that is the ocean animal.
Yeah,
So,
they might be
yeah.
hibernating and similar kind of processes. So this would be an interesting video to watch. So let's watch the video.
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize.
Okay.
If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
Oh my God.
3/4 of our planet is already covered in water, though, and
Yeah.
it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles. Let's start with a sense of scale.
Yeah.
This dot right here is the size of an average human. This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant.
Okay.
And this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out. The first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving.
Oh.
A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which
Whoa.
means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water. Just slightly deeper
Wow.
than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214
meters.
This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath.
Wow.
But a little further down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater.
Oh
And a
my
little
God.
further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales,
Blue
the
whale.
largest creatures on the planet and
Blue
also
whale.
the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level
Water
below
pressure.
the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths, at 830 meters, would be the height of the Burj Khalifa
Burj
in
Khalifa.
Dubai, the tallest building in the world.
It is so
Once
deep.
we hit 1,000 meters
A
below
kilometer.
the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone.
It
Light
is.
from the
Scary
surface
zone.
can no longer reach beyond this point,
Light
so the rest of
cannot
the
reach.
ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness.
So that
Darkness.
On
blind
top of that, the water
animal.
pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you.
Giant
At
squid.
1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down at 1,828 meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with us. Down
Oh.
at 2,000 meters, we
2
start to encounter
kilometers.
some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight. A little further down, at 2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths.
Oh, man.
The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles.
Yuck.
So yeah, good luck with that down
We are
there.
not going down there.
Way further down at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck
3
of the
kilometers.
RMS Titanic. And a bit past that, at 4,000 meters,
4
we start
kilometers.
to enter the abyssal zone of the ocean. Water pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down here,
Oh.
and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fangtooth, anglerfish,
Yuck.
and viperfish. Down at 4,267 meters is the average depth of the ocean where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than
Deeper.
meters.
My
At
God.
4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck sunk during World War II,
Oh.
and way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone,
6
named after
kilometers.
the world Hades itself. The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets. Down at these depths,
I'm
you
getting
would be
goosebumps.
crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic. Way further down, at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest,
Mount
where it to be
Everest.
upside down and placed underwater. And then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during
Whoa.
the Deep Sea Challenger mission. The deepest point of the ocean yet
10
reached by humans was back in
kilometers.
1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began to resurface.
Oh, it was
Just
so
a bit
scary.
further down from there at 10,972 meters, and we reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner.
What?
So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss
Oh
that we
my
are currently
God.
at.
And
Finally, when we hit 10,994
kilometers.
meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet.
What
It wasn't
the-
until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to be currently a
Unexplored.
mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and
What
who
the-
knows what we may discover there.
Oh,
God, this video was so interesting and the crazy
no,
at
at
the
first I
same
had thought
time.
it would be an informative video, but it turned out to be a scary video.
Seriously, and there was a scary point in the ocean as well. So yeah, it was really an interesting video and an informative at the same time, and we were enjoying watching it. We were just getting surprised by every time he say now deep down to this, deep down to this. We were getting surprised. There is even more up till now, and we were I was really thinking that to the point where Titanic was there, even up till that point people reached. So how beautiful for them it would be to go deep down at this level in the ocean. And you know, at the I guess 10,000 meters also the people went there in the submarine.
Just
in the
one
last,
submarine went, yeah.
Yes, in the last he said that two person went there, and how beautiful for them it would be to, you know, experience the ocean at
What
this
is beautiful
point.
about it? Because you have no light down there, so
But
you
they
cannot
must have
see.
seen, na, they had some submarine with them, so they must have seen something. They,
It would have been horrific because their window broke.
yeah, their window broke, but they were in submarine, so there must be light with them also.
Yeah,
But
somewhat.
yeah, the things that he said in the video, that below this point the light doesn't pass through, and there were still animals beyond that. That without light, how can even animals survive? Yeah, I was thinking, and even turtle was there in that in that part of the ocean. It was really a beautiful video. You know, I really enjoy this type of videos, like to see universe or to see oceans or to see mountains, to see scenery, natural things. I enjoy this video a lot.
No, I was scared to hell because it was about 11 kilometers down there, and it is just what humans have seen. Like there could be a vast amounts of down there. So like we saw the video, like how big the universe is. In that video it was about, okay, this is just what we have seen, there is even more. But let alone what the universe is, we have not even understood what our oceans are. So like that should be our primary focus, because we have just found about 5 to 10% of
yes.
it. So that is it, and we should find more and more, because there could be so many creatures who could tell us so many things about us. Because the thing is, like, there is no light down there, so how are they living? What are they do? How do they like talk to each other or communicate with each other? What new things you can understand deep down there? So that is the point of it. So only one submarine could try it, and after that nobody ever tried, because who will ever do that? Because the amount of pressure, see, he was saying like an elephant standing on a postage stamp. That is the amount of pressure you can feel down there. So that is too much amount of pressure. And even what kind of glass can like take on that amount of pressure? And like, are you like ready to give up your life? Because if you go for scuba diving, there is still a chance you can just swim back and just like hold your breath and swim back. But in there is no chance. If there is water inside it, you are gone. The pressure and everything will just kill you. So this was a scary video. I don't want to say anything like that.
I really
anymore.
will enjoy this kind of further more videos.
Yeah, so how did you guys find this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe to our channel. Bye.
bye.